Assalamu alaikum. Hello, lovely students. Wish you a very good afternoon from Joshua in Bangladesh. This is Muhammad Imran Nazir, your online English trainer. Hopefully, you all are fit and fine by the grace of the Almighty and you are practicing English every single day. Today, I am going to share how did I overcome the fear of English and became a fluent speaker. And in the end, I will also give you 3 tips which will help you improve your English better. Okay, so I cannot but to say that the journey of becoming a fluent speaker wasn't so easy or smooth. It cost time and effort. To be honest, I couldn't even I couldn't ever think that I would teach thousands of students. I would teach English thousands of students. Um, when I was at school, I used to think English as a part of my academic, where I have to get marks, rather than thinking it as a language learning subject. In a day, most probably, it was a day when I was in class 8. My class teacher ordered me, my English teacher ordered me to stand up. I stood up with fear in mind. Then he ordered another student to stand up. He stood up, and then my teacher ordered us to have a conversation between us in English. I really after hearing that, I felt me in a deep sea, and my heartbeat was increasing. But I had no option to skip his order. Uh, Finally we started our conversation was started, and in the end, my bestmates one of many of my bestmates inspired me a lot. They replied me that I did well with my counterpart, who was one of the brilliant students of my class. It was one of the momentum which wrecked the peb of interest for learning English. And later on, the rhythm get its peak after completing my secondary school certificate. In my during my college life, I used to stay with one of my uncles who was a freelancer. But before staying with him, I wasn't familiar with this term, that what is freelancing and who are freelancer. Then staying with him, I was learning. I was learning how freelancing works. How can I become a freelancer? Um, Gradually, I was learning and started helping him. One day, as far as I know, one day one of my uncle was sleeping, and one of my uncle's buyer called online. I was in a fix. I was hesitating whether I would wake him up or not. And finally, I decided to receive the call. I decided to receive the call myself, and received the call. Then I talked with the buyer very smoothly. I can't imagine that I did that with a lot of confidence, because it happened due to listening a lot. I listened to my uncle's every conversation with buyers attentively, and I saw how my uncle talk with how he talk with his buyers, how he responses, how he reply them. Really, I just listened to him. I saw him attentively. I saw his body language, and the way how he talk. Everything I saw. And really, I think listening a lot helped me. Listening a lot helped me to receive the call with courage. Then okay, so really, it was one of the momentums which also helped me uh, be helped me for being inspired to learn English. And later on, when I uh, got when I got admitted for admitted in a university in the University of Dhaka, I I found a school of school of talented friends who are also very eager to learn English. I practiced a lot with them. Uh, then in that time, I also started reading newspaper, listening to new podcast, English movies, and many more, which also helped me a lot to improve in English. So from here, in the end, the long awaited tips, long awaited things, which is none other than the three tips which I told you to share. Now I'm going to share them one by one. Tips number one: you have to listen more. If you look back to your childhood, when you were how you started learning your native language. If you look back to the style how you learned your own language, then you will find that you will see that you listen a lot before mastering your own or your native language. That means whenever you were a child, you used to listen a lot and then you started speaking, right? So before acquiring or before mastering this language, you have to listen a lot, then you will go for speaking. And tips number two: you have to read a lot. You can read newspaper, you can read English newspaper, you can read English story and many more stories and many more, whatever you like. You have to read a lot. It will help you improve your vocabulary and grammar at the same time. Then tips number three: find some friends who are also eager to interested to learn English. Then go with them to converse in English. Don't speak in your native language if you find those friends who are very interested to learn English. Okay, so I think if you follow, if you can give assurance to me that you are following, you are going to follow these three tips, then I can give you the assurance that you are going to be a fluent speaker very soon or in no time. Okay, okay. No more today. Hopefully, you are enjoying my every classes. I have another request to all of you that if you guys are really feeling a positive vibe about every classes of mine, then please do subscribe my channel and be connected here.